Mike from Mallard's Waterfowl Company. Today we're going to be doing this awesome Drake Mallard mount with the Spot Story Mallard curls. Then here's one I did in the past with a shotgun shell base, and you can do all sorts of different bases on these.
So yeah, this video covers everything, how to do this. We get asked a lot. I have no background in taxidermy. This is all Wyatt's creation. He's figured out how to do it. And for me, it's fun watching. It's pretty inexpensive overall to kind of get into. So if you're just wanting to get a decoration piece for your house, try this. This is, and it's a fun project for anybody.
Yeah.
So check out the video. If you have comments, questions, write it down. We reread them all. So yeah, we're here to help everybody.
Yeah.
So
start the video.
Thanks.
Thanks. Hi, I'm Wyatt from Wyatt's Waterfowl Company. Today we are going to go in depth and do a step-by-step video on how to do your own chest mount. Unlike our last video, we kind of showing off how, just kind of showing off we did it, and now we're going to show you guys how you guys can do it. So stay tuned. Alright, so the first thing we're gonna do is come down here and start with your, I'm gonna say X-Acto blade, so small little blade, got a little X-Acto, and it's gonna start, leave some room. So if you're gonna do your chest mount right about here where you want your chest to be ended at, you could come back like an extra inch, I'd recommend. So we're gonna start skidding right about an extra inch. You're gonna do for a while until you get all the way up to right about where that ring in the neck is. And then you're gonna start, then you're gonna leave it, then you're gonna come up here and start cutting back. So I'll see you guys when I get there. But we just skinned all the way back to right out, you guys can see that, right to out here. So you got the wing, about the base of the wing, and kind of get it up to the back. So we're gonna start skinning the back. I'm gonna get started on that. All right, so now we're getting back. We got pretty far back here. We got pretty much to the base of the head. So what we're gonna do now is you can cut at the base of the head. I cut the neck right about here, so it's easier to work with and you're not dragging around this big body. So I'm just gonna use this knife and do that real quick. All right, now you guys can see what we're working with here. Got the body. Yeah. So you're gonna start off with, you're gonna grab your X-Acto. You definitely want an X-Acto for this, like you need one. You're gonna kind of cut, I like cutting where this, like right at the base of the skin, but where you kind of get a little bit of the beak almost. And you're just gonna very carefully and lightly cut around. This one's gonna feel like you're not getting anywhere, but trust me, it'll be worth it. This one you want to take your time on too much. So don't rush this part. This is the part that I'm gonna say will take me the longest. I'm gonna take my duck, right here, our duck. We're gonna throw this thing in this water. And I got a little tote. You can use a bucket, might be a little better for this. And you can fill it up. Just use this tote today. And you're just gonna take Dawn soap and get it all mixed in here. This is the part where you're gonna be cleaning all the blood off, so make sure you get that blood off right now. And you can always freshen up the water, so mine's already getting nice and red, so it's getting pretty brown too. So we need to get this duck, give this duck a little bath and get them all cleaned up. And then we are gonna do the camp fuel, like I said, and then we're gonna get to the fun part where we get to start putting the body together and messing with that. So I'm gonna keep working on this, freshen up the water, and probably do it about around 5 times, I'm gonna say. So I'm gonna get to doing that. All right, that's pretty clear. I mean, still pretty dark. You can keep working on it if you need to, but I think that's gonna be good. I'm gonna start getting the fat off. And then if you guys do want to, you guys can just keep going until the water gets clear, which I'm gonna take the fat off of this thing. Then I'm probably gonna do like 2 more loads, so. All right, so now I'm gonna show you guys how to get all this fat off. So you're gonna take a butter knife and you're gonna go in and start kind of pushing hard. Just kind of keep, see like these big old balls of fat, or you can take the X-Acto blade, which these things are tiny, perfect. I like using these, and sharp. You go right on with that. Yep. All right, so I finished getting the duck clean. Now I'm taking the toe, dried it all out, and I'm gonna lay the duck down in here. And you're gonna want to get a pair of gloves for this. Got it. All right. And we can find somewhere you can lean it up against. All right, so I got the duck out of here. I've been letting it sit for quite a while. I think you want it to sit for just enough time to make sure you get all that oil out. So I'd say do about 20 minutes, flip, and then 20 minutes. Then I'm gonna dry this thing and get it all nice and dry. So I'm gonna show you guys when I get to there. So you're gonna take a blow dryer and get these feathers fluffed up and nice and dry. Alright, got this thing all dried up and it's nice and dry now. All these feathers are nice and fluffy, and if you want to be able to look at these feathers and see it not all tight, you want these all to be nice and loose and fluffy. Alright, so first up, you're gonna need a head. I got this Mallard, Rick Mallard head off of eBay from Glorioso Wildlife Mounts. Go check them out. Great customer service. And yeah, they sent us our nice Drake Mallard head we ordered off eBay, so go check them out. And you're gonna need neck material. Got these size for the neck, and you can always cut it down if you get one big size. Like I'm probably gonna end up cutting a little bit off of our big size, so I'm gonna need neck material, and gonna need a body. This is a Mallard, Drake Mallard body, and then you're gonna cut it off for the chest. And next you're gonna need wire. You want something pretty easy to bend. This one's a little harder, but I'd recommend something easier to bend because you're gonna need the shape of the neck. And then you're just gonna need clay, duct tape, something to cut wire, and a saw. So, all right, so we got our eyes. We're gonna have to cut this right pretty close to the eye. Do not drop these eyes because they are glass and they'll shatter. Then just gonna get a little tiny bit of clay and in the eye socket. So you just got a little tiny bit of clay. You almost don't even need that much probably, but you got about a pretty small piece of clay. And now you're gonna go see that eye part where you're gonna push down. Just like so. Gonna take your eye, get it right down in the middle. So there, you're gonna wanna get it perfect right up in there. And you got a real life looking mallard head. So I'm gonna start off with a smaller drill than my wire. So it's like a pilot hole where I can figure out where I need to drill with the bigger drill, so it's a little easier, it goes in a little easier. So we just start from the bottom. Right where your neck is gonna be. So now you're doing the second pilot hole. You're gonna do one. See, right, I have my hole right here. You're gonna do one right here. I'm gonna do one right, just a little over, about a centimeter away from your other hole. So I'm doing another pilot hole right there. Got the holes drilled, so now we're gonna start doing the body and the neck. So we learned you need to drill. So we did our long hole, then our halfway in hole, and then we did one in the middle. So this thing, so you know, most of the time it would just sticking up like this. So we drilled it down a little so it'd go all the way down and tuck in. So we're gonna glue this in and then put some clay over it, and that should work great. So, all right, so like I said, I was gonna glue this in. I got some super glue gel, and I'm gonna drop some glue in our halfway hole. So right, see in there? Now you got your halfway in hole. You're just gonna got a piece of clay. Just pushing that down here. All right, so now we're gonna take our neck material. So I got one smaller one and one bigger one, because that's how ducks' necks are shaped. And you can grab the duck's neck after you're done skinning it and get really close to it. I just kind of added, then I can always add more if I need to, but I'm gonna start off by cutting about 1/4 to half of my bigger one off, so I can kind of, then it will kind of stuff in about, it'll look more realistic. It'll stuff in about half of that smaller windpipe. All right, so that fits in there perfect, and you can even remove even more, but you can kind of see how out in the middle, it'll still show like a windpipe because it's like smaller, so it'll work perfect, I think. So I'm gonna keep getting this a little more dialed in, and then I'll kind of show you more what it needs to look like. But right in the middle, right here, almost like you're just making a slit, and then this is the hot dog. You put the hot dog in the bun. Just think of it like that. I'm trying something new. So most of the time I just see like I have some tape at the end. I usually just tape the whole entire thing. But this time I have an idea. Why don't we just use super glue? It might make it look more realistic, and instead of having that cover up the detail in the windpipe kinda, thought I'd just do something where it will still be, it might stay more realistic looking. Now I'm just gonna let this sit for, I'm gonna probably set a timer for 5 minutes, get it dry. You're gonna take this, like the end of it, you're gonna kind of shove the wire right down in the windpipe of those fluids. So, all right, so you're gonna take some borax, and you can just a little bit of borax, and gonna the skin, so this will dry the skin. So do that to your whole duck on the inside of the skin, and yeah. Alright, so I got borax everywhere in here now. Been rubbing it around. And you're gonna want to roll your skin back. And now you're gonna take your duck head. Now, looks like it's the top of my head, top of the duck's head. So you slide this neck. You're gonna want to roll this back. So see how I'm rolling this back here? I'm gonna do that. Do the whole entire thing. Gonna roll it back. Here. Right now, this kind of looks like a draft, doesn't it? So you're gonna want to take the bottom of this. You can kind of slide it up. Start kind of seeing how you want it to look. So let me show you guys how it looks. Bend this wire. Make sure I'm gonna bend it the right way first. Take this. Bend that straight back, so you got your head, and you got that going straight back. Alright, today I took a little break from taxidermy and went out hunting. Did a little jump shooting and got nice green winged teal. This will probably be my next video, and I'm gonna do some taxidermy on this. So yeah, keep an eye out for this video. Alright, so I didn't really show much of this, but right at the base, let me show you. Right at the base down here, I glued that wire into the foam so it won't twist around and stuff. So you could just do that with hot glue. What I use, you could probably caulk it, and that wouldn't be bad. And then you can also put these on plaques, like if you guys check out my other video, that might help you guys a little more. So just kind of vision when you cut this up, you want that where you want this at. So you're gonna think when you do it, where if you want a shotgun shell, where you want your shotgun shell at, and you can grab one to kind of figure out where you want it, but get it right down in the center, right up in there. So you kind of figure out where you want it, probably right there. I think first we're gonna glue this beak and then we're gonna caulk this on. So let's take our super glue and we can take it down here. Take side. Which if yours is dry from, let's say you went hunting or you took a break off on this and it dried up and it's not really wanting to move, mine's not that bad, but you can take a wet paper towel and put it in where that spot is, and you can just take wet paper towels, shove them in where you need it fixed, and then you will get more time to work on it. When you just gotta put it in the fridge for a little, and if you want to leave it overnight, that's not a bad idea. I'm gonna grab my super glue and use really small bits. I'm gonna practice and something over here, make sure it comes out smooth, get it coming out. There we go. Now this is some thicker super glue, which I think will work pretty good. There we go. You can pull it forward. I don't know if I show you guys that good, but you take super glue, be very careful and put a little dot. It's like when your beak has like this V, I just put it right in the middle, kind of, just tiny little drop of super glue. When I take the skin and go over it and just push it down, hold it there for a little, and then you're good. And it's nice and glued, and that won't peel up over time. That's just staying down. So next, we're gonna do the other side. What you're gonna need to do is, I got this on this vise, but you can take it off. I got a hole now in there. But you can, let's say, we set this down kind of like right here. Careful with those glass eyes, and can peel back the skin and get this cap off. This time I'll show you guys what you gotta do a little better. So, right up in here, you can see where I have my skin pulled up. You got this, the beak, on the edge of the beak. And then you got your skin right here. So you're gonna take your super glue, put like, don't want to get any of that on the feathers. So you got your body right here, and you can always cut off more, so don't overdo this, but it's gonna, imagine where you need it, cut it for the chest. So I'm gonna say right up here. Going, so you gotta do it that way for sure. Yeah, alright. So yeah, we got our body cut. So next, it looks like we're gonna be doing some caulking, getting stuck ready for it to be on the wall. So stay tuned, and we're gonna get the caulk ready and everything ready, and I'll see you guys when I get to that point. All right, so I got some caulking. I got this 230 dab. It's gonna be just going straight in with this thing though. We're gonna take some popsicle sticks. So I just got a little on a stick. We're gonna get way up here to start. So it's got these little like sewing pins. You're gonna take these pins and you're gonna pull this back. Just stick it right up in there to the foam. One thing you can do is take like a paintbrush, if you got borax on the feathers, and you can brush them right off. It works pretty good for me. Alright, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I got Lily here, and she's been helping on working on the duck calls, and she is gonna be doing some videos soon. So we might have some late season goose hunting, turkey hunting, duck hunting next season. We'll see, and hopefully we get her on video of shooting some ducks. And she's been helping on this nice drake mallard, if you guys didn't know. Came out pretty nice looking. And yeah, so I hope you guys feel free to subscribe and
like the video.
so please have a great rest of your season. Thanks. What?
Have some good honey.
Alright, I lasered out a box and it's what the duck's gonna go on top of. And then we have a lid for it where you're gonna be able to pull the lid off, and then I'm gonna put all my mallard curls in it to keep my mallard curls. So it's gonna be pretty cool. I'm gonna put together the box. And the duck's gonna go right on top of this, on the lid. So, you guys can see it because it's pretty clear. But then we also got our logo on the front. We lasered in there like a cool little design. You see that? Pretty cool. Alright, now I'm gonna drill a hole in the middle of this box for the duck. I'm gonna have a wire going through the duck into the foam, and then we're gonna put the wire in and then glue the wire to it. So, do it. Drill a hole. Adding some decorations to this, got shock and shell and our waterfowl bands, and I'm gonna glue it in. So
Alright, go for it.
alright, been saving my mallard curls up for quite a while, and now I'm gonna pour them in this, and this is where I'm gonna start collecting them and put them in here. Get them right here. Let's put in the final touch on this. It's gonna take me probably quite a while to fill it all the way up, but we're gonna get some of it. Looking cool. Looks good. I'll show you guys. Pretty cool looking. It's pretty cool. Probably the best mount so far. I guess I say about every mount, because every time I get better.
Looking good, dude.
Yeah, pretty cool looking. Cool.
If you guys like this kind of stuff, let us know.
Yeah, we're gonna be having some more videos coming out soon of taxidermy and all sorts of fun things. So, thanks for watching, and see you guys on the next one. Bye.